The following program is rated TV MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
They gave me my theme music!
This is a Planet Fanatics production.
Is it us that you see?
I see us now.
So whenever we stream, you guys see the stream.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you guys see what I see.
I see the stream. I see all the information on the side. I see the chat on the side.
Oh, okay. So you're seeing
Yeah, sure.
you're seeing like the analytics and everything.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I just sent it to you.
That's the screen you're seeing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering. What is up, everybody? Liam was first today. What's up, Andre? What's up, Raymond? What's up, Ant-Man 97? 97? Ant-Man 91.
Hello.
Okay, so that's what
Back.
you're seeing.
Ta-da.
Yeah, we should be reacting to Avatar right now. We can't react to Avatar right now because I can't get into my Netflix account in this room. My Netflix account is on every other TV in here except for this computer. So, and I don't know the password. It says I don't know the password. I know my password. But so we're just we decided. I mean, Corey's here. Why not jump in, see what everybody's talking about, how everybody's day was, how's everybody doing? I know Avatar is out. We haven't got to watch it yet. I would really like to watch it. I've been avoiding everything on
Same.
Twitter, trying
I
not to see
literally
anything.
Avoid Twitter all day today. I haven't been on that bitch one time today.
Trying not to see anything. Liam said he's seen 5 episodes so far. It's pretty good, not great, but not terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that's what, you know, a lot of people are saying. A lot of people were saying that it's, some people were saying, oh, it's mixed reviews. You got people that are really, really loving it. You got people that are not liking it at all. You got people that are like, it's good, it's not the original. And I'm not going in it expecting it to be the original at all.
No.
I mean, especially when the original
can't.
creators walked. You know,
Yeah.
when they walked away from doing the deal with Netflix, I was like, oh, okay, well, it might be another Shamalama Ding Dong thing again, where it's like, oh God, but it's since I think they, from what I've seen in the previews and everything, again, I haven't seen it, I want to, it looks great.
Yeah,
Looks
I
pretty
mean,
good.
so far what I've seen has looked better than what I thought it would be,
Mhm.
if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I've seen that all online too. Liam said they have major plot changes that annoy me, but some of the similar changes are nice. Some of the smaller changes are nice. Yeah, I've seen that there is a lot of changes to the plot. What up, Savage? Appreciate you being here. Falcon, appreciate you being here. Johnny, what's up? Appreciate you being here.
Hello.
Appreciate all you guys being here. We are getting some slack right now. Well, not really slack.
Like we as a podcast, or we as like.
Not really slack. I think people that are watching the videos that from last night's stream that are clipped, because everything got all the topics we did last night got clipped and made into their own video. So I think people are clicking on, or not clicking, people are just viewing the thumbnail for the X-Men 97 that I did, the thumbnail for it. I think people are just viewing that. I'll pull the thumbnail up. I think people are just viewing this thumbnail and thinking that we're bashing 97. Because some of the comments, just like, oh, no, not bashing.
Yeah, I was like, I don't feel like we bashed
Not bashing it.
anything when it came to the good old X-Men 97.
No. That is the the thumbnail I made. But it was just like, that's what everybody's saying, right? Everybody's saying,
Right.
but I'm like,
I'm just going with what y'all are saying. And now that I'm saying it, all of a sudden it's wrong.
I was just like, well, we weren't saying that. We were just saying I disagreed.
Associating that word with that show, but okay.
Yeah. I thought that was funny. I thought the thumbnail was funny. I liked it.
I think it's
I thought I did a good
hilarious.
job on that thumbnail. That one was
Yeah.
very basic, too. That one was like, hey.
Yeah, we could have. I feel like it could have been worse.
Yeah.
It could have been pettier.
It was a basic one.
Yeah. That's like,
Yeah. You know?
yeah.
Trying to see what some of the things that I saw on line today as far as, I mean, because I didn't plan on doing a stream today, but what are some of the things online that I've seen as far as the news and what is going on? So we heard from, let me see, from Amy Pascal. Amy Pascal commented, she said that the live-action Miles Morales film is going to come after Spider-Man 4. I'm just kind of throwing out news to you guys. I mean, like I said, I have no agenda. I wasn't even supposed to be doing this, but I mean,
There's literally no agenda today. And
yeah.
it's
So
the two of us, so-
I'm just throwing out what things that came out today as far as news. But the Miles Morales movie, according to Amy Pascal, is going to come after Spider-Man 4.
Okay.
She said in her response to the film, she said 2 more Spider-Man films, the other being the highly anticipated sequel to Beyond the Spider-Verse. So that is what's to come for Spider-Man. Also yesterday, this is not so much news today, but yesterday the logo for Superman Legacy was seemingly revealed, if this is truly the logo that they're using. Let me see. Yeah, if this is truly the logo they're going to use, let's see. It's the Kingdom Come logo. Where is a good... Oh, that's literally today's picture. They put out that... James Gunn put out... Yeah, I don't know how that got on that, because I didn't do that. But that's the logo that they're using there, and it was seen on. Looks like they're sitting at the writer, or not the writer's table, where they all sit around and normally, I don't know what that's called, where they go over the lines, the script, the whole cast.
Table talk.
Yeah.
Or not a table talk, but a table read.
Yeah. Looks like they were doing a table read here probably. That's seemingly the logo, and it is the Kingdom Come logo. And it seems like, I even retweeted this today, it seems like maybe this is what Gunn is cooking with. This is what he may be trying to do. Great comment.
Yeah.
I love Kal-El, so I'm really excited for what James Gunn is doing, and I think that even, just this cast right here, I think every single person in this picture, I don't see, oh, there he is. Every person in this picture, I think, is going to play the hell out of their character. I still have to be convinced with Mr. Terrific, because this would not have been my choice as Mr. Terrific. He just wouldn't have. He wouldn't have. But I think he, for sure, for sure, where is, I think this is her playing Shayera Hawkgirl. We've got Nathan Fillion, who's going to be playing Guy Gardner. We've got Nicholas Hoult, who's going to be playing... why am I blanking on names today? Why is this Lex? God. Kal-El, of course, played by David Cornsweet. Sweet. I forget her name. She is playing Lois. I know who he's playing. I know. I forget the name. I know who he's playing though. But yeah, I like the fact that the cast. I'm liking it. I think that James Gunn's really cooking with something over there right now. Other news. Let's see. This is still keeping up with kind of DC stuff. Barry Keoghan came out and said that he was going to be portraying the Joker again in the Batman sequel that does come out next year. The Batman sequel does come out next year, Batman 2, and he's going to be playing the Joker yet again. But director Matt Reeves has told us, when after that 5-minute clip got released of Barry Keoghan's deleted scene from the film of him as the Joker, he came out and said we were going to put that in the film, but I decided not to put the scene in there because, I'm paraphrasing also from what he said, but he was saying around about, like, we get a Joker film. Every time you see Batman, you normally see the Joker in a movie or something like that. So he's trying to build to the Clown Prince of Darkness. He wants him to be the final act. Okay. So he's going to sprinkle him in through I don't know if it's going to be the trilogy or if it's going to be a 4-part that Matt Reeves is doing. But he's going to sprinkle him in until... Which I think is smart. I think that's smart too, because I really, really enjoyed that 5-minute clip that Barry Keoghan did of the Joker, and his Joker is not, obviously in Matt Reeves' Batman universe, it's more of the realism, it's more of the realistic tones. It's like Clayface is rumored to be the next villain, and he's not. He's going to make him like a psycho killer or something like that. I know at one point. Killer. Yeah, I know at one point he had said he had talked about doing Mr. Freeze and making him more realistic too, to where he actually freezes his victims and things like that. Like he's an actual. He wants his Batman universe to be real, to be more real than it is in comics and things like that. And I mean, I don't know how you do a Clayface. I mean, I guess his deal with Clayface was, Clayface for those. I mean, you're not a DC fan like that, so I will show you. Clayface is not someone that. I mean, the way that Matt Reeves is going to do it, he's going to have him, I believe, be a regular guy, obviously. But I think it was something where he takes his victims' faces or something like that.
Oh, damn.
Because, see, Clayface is more like, I mean, you can't... I don't think that's what Matt Reeves is wanting to go for. So...
He's going for the dark.
Yeah, he's trying to go
side of it.
Real more like how in this last one he made the Riddler like the Zodiac killer, so that's what he's trying to do there. So the whole thing realistic. And the whole thing with Barry Keoghan's Joker is the Joker. What is that? Is it New 50? Which Joker is that? Joker from that's
help him out, chat.
Yeah, help me out, chat. Damn. I forget which Joker that is. That is from the... Damn, I don't remember. Who remembers what Joker I'm talking about? Where he's, where the Joker actually takes faces... We know which Joker that is. Which one is that? New 52. I believe. Okay, it came back to me. I'm sorry. I had a moment.
Oh, that's creepy.
This is more of Barry Keoghan's Joker. His Joker is, if you look, I can show you that too.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah. Is that how he spells his last name? They didn't really give us a lot, but you can see where his face is all like fucked. So I'm thinking, and even in that picture there, you can kind of see even here better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where it's like it's been stapled and shit back together.
Oh, that's gross.
See his fingers and all that. Yeah. So then you go back to Joker here from the New 52, and it's the exact same thing there. So that's again on the more real,
morbid side
that Matt Reeves is trying to go with his Batman universe. This is the exact reason why, because James Gunn revealed that he did offer Matt Reeves to bring Pattinson's Batman into his new DCU. Mm-hmm. Matt Reeves declined. He's like, it's not what he wants. He wants to do his own thing. Yeah, he's got a vision. He wants to do his own thing. So Barry Keoghan did say that he is going to be back as the Joker in the Batman Part 2, and again, that does come out next year. in 2025. 2025 is going to give us a lot of movies.
Ooh,
A lot of
it's
movies.
gonna be so good. I can't wait. There's a lot of movies and shows.
Yeah, a lot of movies and shows.
I feel like this year is going to be a nice little break from a lot of things. I mean, don't get me wrong, we do have like a lot of shows that are coming out with new seasons this year.
Right.
I just feel like movie-wise, it's going to be a pretty slow year.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's loud. But also, we've got The Boys. The Boys Season 4.
Yes! Let's
Got
talk
announced.
about it.
The Boys Season 4 got announced, and that is going to be dropping June 13th. June 13th is when The Boys Season 4 is going to be coming out, so ready for that for sure. That's going to be good. I need to rewatch Season 3 to catch myself. When did Season 3 come out? That was not too long ago, but...
Season 3, I think, came out last year, 2023.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, was it early last year? Because I barely remember. I remember Season 3, but I felt like that was a minute ago now. So I feel like I got to go back and watch some of that. But it does come out. The 4th season is on Amazon, and it is going to be June 13th. That's when that comes out. Then they talked about this today, too. We've talked about this over a year ago. We talked about the Avatar The Last Airbender, and it's... this. We talked about this over a year ago. Ooh, and something I want to talk about. Do I have any of my... After this, hold on. Where is it? What is it? Damn. Did y'all see that video? Q sent this to me. They said... so this thing said, if the Scarlet Witch says, my nigga, who's checking her? Because in this it sounds...
Goodbye, Monica. Goodbye, Monica.
Q sent this shit to me. Okay, you hear it on
Goodbye, Monica.
Hear it on
Goodbye, Monica. Goodbye, Monica.
So Q sent that shit to me last night, and I was like, if you listen to it over and over, it does sound like she's saying that shit. Where the fuck is that? I just shared it. I just shared it. That's crazy.
What was it, for Avatar?
Yes, it was for the Avatar, but it's for it's this one. But I was looking for a different picture. They were talking about the adult Aang Gang show that we've talked about. We talked about it, like I said, over a year ago. But it's now coming back to the light because everybody's like, "Oh my God, they're doing this!" And I'm like, yes, this has been talked about. The Avatar Studios Twitter account, the Avatar News Studios Twitter account keeps me up to date on all the things going on with Avatar. And anytime that any news comes out with what Avatar Studios is doing, they cover it. And from the smallest little details to the biggest. We've known about this. We've known about the Earthbender Avatar series, which is going to be the next one that they're doing. We know that they're doing a Zuko film. These are all animated. Right. All these films are going to be animated. This is all coming from Avatar Studios. Avatar Studios is being ran by the original creators of the OG series on Netflix. The original creators were originally, on Nickelodeon. The original creators were originally attached to the Netflix series that is now out, but then walked away after creative differences and whatnot, and then, of course, landed Avatar Studios that they're doing. And last thing we talked about with them, I think, I showed a interview of one of the creators. I forget their names. One of the creators, and he was just talking about going from Nickelodeon, the small notepad, drawing pad that he and his partner had, and drawing the Avatar and the team that they had behind them, to now having this massive studio production behind them. And he's saying being able to literally animate, and as he was saying it, they were showing so many different animated versions of Aang, like him as him in the actual anime style, him in like a 3D Pixar style, him in a different styles, and he was like having that at your fingertips, being able to animate and do whatever you want to do and make this world as big as they want to make it. I'm excited to see what they do with this world, because it's not just Avatar Studios, and we're not just getting the adult Aang gang. We're not just getting, the Zuko film. They're trying to build a connective universe.
Yeah. They're trying to build a whole
exactly.
universe.
They're trying to build a connective universe, and I'm all on board with that.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, especially when you've got the original creators that have been.
Oh yeah.
This has been the Aang gang film has been in development. Late 2021, and now we're going late 2021, early 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're talking about, in 2025 is now we're going to start to see is when we're going to see the Aang gang film, and I can't wait to see them as adults. The flashbacks you do get in Korra of them as adults, I do love, but a whole film of them as adults, and yeah, and you're gonna have, but then this is also them. As young adults, not as,
But
older.
it's nice because if you think about it, the generation that grew up on it is
Young
at that
adults.
exact age.
Well,
Yeah,
we're not young adults no more.
I mean, listen.
But,
I'm real 30ish around here.
yeah. But, so I'm pretty excited for that. I really am ready to see exactly what they bring with this studio and everything like that.
Whole universe,
the whole universe. They put out, I don't know if this is from the studio themselves. It may be, actually, let me just go to my... their page. There we are. Okay. They put that picture of the gang. Where are they at? They've been covering everything for the Netflix series, of course. I wonder what they think of the series. Where is that picture? Here it is. The Aang gang. I don't know if this is actually from Avatar Studios themselves or if this is from someone else, but it's
fan art, but still, it's really dope.
Yeah, it's real dope. It's dope. So this is what we have to look forward to, and of course, we'll have Aang and Katara actually together.
Mm-hmm.
Zuko now on their side still on their side, of course, and you've got older Sokka and of course Toph. So
real tough.
Yeah, so
dope.
I'm really ready to see what exactly Avatar Studios is doing with their universe. Like I said,
Shout
big fan.
out to RW Chi-Town for the super chat.
Oh yeah,
just wanted to check in and leave a like. I extremely appreciate what y'all been doing. Keep it going, please. I'll see y'all later on the replay.
Well, we definitely appreciate it. Thank you so very much. It means a lot.
Thank you so much.
Means a lot. Let's see, what other news we got going on right now?
This is super random. I don't know if anyone keeps up with it, but Umbrella Academy Season 4 is coming out.
Yeah, you do watch Umbrella Academy.
And I'm so excited to see how we're ending this.
Is this the final season?
This is it. This is the final season.
What is Umbrella Academy about?
For a group of, I think on the original comics, it was like a very odd number. It was like 47 kids were born on the same day and have these enhanced powers, and this billionaire went around the world and paid basically moms to collect them to turn them into a superhero group.
Oh.
And then that's when we get the Umbrella Academy.
Oh, so is it is that their name of their team?
Yeah. But the first season is based off of the comic. In the comic, I think is like a 12-series run, and they took all 12 series and like kind of mushed it together into the first season.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of similarities, but there's obviously some stuff that they changed as well. And then season 2 and 3 are just Netflix's variation.
Nice. Always Netflix's variations. This came out too. So I guess you will get Mahershala Ali before 2026's Blade. You'll get him in Marvel Zombies. He's going to be voicing the animated Blade in Marvel Zombies. Marvel
Oh,
Zombies
that's
is so let's just give a little TLDR on what Marvel Zombies is going to be. We originally, when Kevin Feige first came out and said that we were going to get Deadpool in the MCU, they swore up and down that Deadpool was going to be the only rated R thing that Marvel would ever do. Obviously, that's not the case now because Marvel Zombies went from being hyper violent to being somewhat violent to being now hard R, rated R. Is what they are saying it's going to be. So they're saying right now it's going to have that hard R, and it's going to be animated, but it is going to be a rated R animated film, or I don't know if this is a film, a series.
I think it's a series.
Is it a
series?
series? Oh, series. I see. Okay, so I guess it's going to be a rated R, violent series. TVMA,
Do
I
we
guess.
need a zombie version of Marvel's? But this is my question: Is this series gonna lead us into
No.
so then what are we doing?
I will say this: in Secret Wars, the Marvel Zombies play a role. I mean that is a defense for Doom. He has them on sealed off, but could that play a role? It could. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how deeply they're going into the comic of Secret Wars, if they're gonna even do any of that stuff. I don't know. But Marvel Zombies, I mean, they play a role in Secret Wars, but could it lead us into anything else? I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, my tone right now should tell you the excitement level that I have for that. So.
Yeah, there hasn't. Yeah, like D Sizzle said, there really hasn't been any news on this for a hot minute. Appreciate you being here, Ricardo. Appreciate everybody else too. If I miss anyone, but yeah, hasn't been a whole lot of news on Marvel Zombies as of late. But they are dropping that hard R. That's the latest. That it's going to be that rated R type of series. So yeah. That's that on that. Let's see what else they had put out. Let's see. I don't care about that. Nor that. Nor that. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that. There was a video, but I guess we don't really have to play the video. Tom Hiddleston was asked at wherever the fuck he was, if he's going to be appearing in Deadpool season, Deadpool and Wolverine. His response was, "I don't know, and if I did, I might not be allowed to tell you. I truly don't know. Marvel are correctively protective of the information." And he said, "I've seen the trailer. It looks good. Do we think?"
Here's the thing. Am I expecting it? No. Would it be semi...
Would it make sense?
Yes.
I mean, but would it make sense if he has to be... Isn't he... I forget the name of the damn tree. Isn't he the tree? Isn't he holding everything together? Can he not...
Yeah,
can he
but
leave
what
that?
what if they took a scene from Loki season 2? You know what I mean? You just never know.
Oh, were you talking about he goes back?
Yeah,
or something?
maybe he is in a scene or something, and he's breaks the fourth wall and is wrong place or something, and then I feel like something super random and stupid that possibly, but to...
I mean, he's going into other MCU movies or properties.
Yeah, so I see them doing something like that, but for him to have a definitive role, probably not. No.
Whenever I was when I reacted to the trailer and was breaking it down, all that kind of stuff, I was looking at the bed or whatever it was. I thought it was that Deadpool was waking up in.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, is this it looked Egyptian? I was like, is this Egyptian? No, it's Thor Ragnarok. He's in so he's going back, so that we know of. He's going back Age of Ultron, and he's going back to Ragnarok.
Right.
What's the significance of going to Ragnarok? I have my theories with Age of Ultron, but the significance of Ragnarok, I have no fucking clue.
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
I have no idea why he's going back to Ragnarok. Maybe that's how you get... No, that wouldn't make sense. So maybe that's how you get fucking Savage Hulk back, but that wouldn't make sense.
No.
Does Tom Hiddleston show up in... he was at Comfest Con. Does he show up in Deadpool? Does he not?
I don't think so. Not like that.
I don't think he does either.
I wouldn't be surprised if things are mentioned of him because Or probably not, because the last time anyone heard anything about Loki, in the MCU world at least, was with Thanos, and Thanos killed him. So,
Oh yeah, you're talking about people within the MCU knowing where he is.
Yeah,
and is he
so like
alive.
no one knows like what he's done since then. If that makes, you know what I mean? Everyone thought he was dead, and he's not. He was with the TVA. So I don't know. I don't even see if they would mention him. I feel like it would be like a past tense, like, oh, that one weird guy with the horns grabbed the gym, or you know what I mean? Like nothing of recent foreclosure. No.
Right. Yeah. I guess in this too, Blade's gonna have a significant role in Marvel Zombies, and that's coming from Can We Get Some Toast? So it'd be interesting. I don't know. What does the animation for Marvel Zombies look like? Does it look like What If? Please no. I just don't like the animation.
Like the animation on What If. And
I don't.
I just, no. What If is just not my jam. I watched maybe 2 episodes and I was like, I'm so done.
I didn't even see the second season.
No.
I watched the first episode and I was actually I gave the second episode a try, but I fell asleep. First episode sucked. The one with Nebula, that I hated that. That second episode where what if Peter Quill didn't get taken to Yondu and Yondu took him to his father, and then he was facing the Avengers and shit like that. That one was like, okay, better, but I still fell asleep on it. I don't like What If.
No, What If is not my jam.
So Marvel is reaching out to various different female and male actors or comedians / actors that can come in and play Herby in the Fantastic Four. So expect Herby to be that comic relief in the film and things like that. So that is, I mean, I don't know if the kids are still in the film. At one point, the kids were rumored to be in the movie. They were going to be, but I'm assuming they're not. Sue and Reeds.
Oh, okay.
Valeria and I'm telling you, today is not my day. Franklin, God.
Okay.
Yes. I'm assuming they're not because they weren't in the picture released.
Yeah.
I mean, Herby's even in the picture released, but maybe they saved that. Maybe if the kids are in it, depending on how old I don't know, how old are the kids? I mean, is it Franklin knowing that he's Franklin Richards at this point, or is it, are they kids, babies? I don't know, but at one point they were rumored to be in the film. Franklin Richards is, I don't think I'm overstating it if I say he's one of the most powerful Marvel characters. Franklin Richards is very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Like Omega level powerful.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, I don't know. And if they are, I don't think they showcase the kids definitely don't showcase their powers if they are. I wouldn't expect to see Franklin trying to take down Galactus. It'd be dope. I mean, Franklin resurrected Galactus at one point in time. It'd be dope, but I don't expect to really see that.
Right.
Both kids play major roles in Secret Wars. So,
Smart.
I mean, I feel like the kids are going to be in it then, because if the rumor, a while ago the rumor was they're going to be in it. If Marvel is really trying to do and we don't know this, but they want to we don't know how close to home they're going to keep it to Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars, but we know they are doing that because that was the tease there in Deadpool, with the comic laying next to him, and specifically the one with Doom on the cover. Doom has the kids. He's got Valeria, but I don't know. Maybe they do it. Maybe they don't.
I mean, if they did, they're keeping it very close to the chest.
Yeah. As of right now, they definitely are. See, D Stizzle said, he created a new whole reality.
Before Wanda did.
Yeah, before Wanda did, and he said, I'm guessing preteens if they are. Yeah.
But then
are they going to showcase their power then? I don't know. I don't know. But that was the rumor at one point that they'd be in the film. So maybe they still are, maybe they aren't. But you've got the whole dynamic there. You've got Herby, you've got Ben, obviously Johnny, Sue, and Reed, and then you would have Franklin and Valeria. So it'd be pretty cool. Let's see what else. Tom Hiddleston talked a lot, I guess. Let's see.
Can I swear?
What else is going on? Oh, I thought they were trying to say a Devil Wears Prada 2. I was
I
going to
know.
say, what? I was going to say, what?
I was about to scream.
Okay, more Blade news. So this is coming from Daniel RPK, and he is saying, and I saw this earlier today, he said that Blade is still aiming for that rated R rating. Mm-hmm. Michael Green is rewriting the script again.
Michael Green, what did he write?
I'm not even sure. But I don't think he was the original writer.
Oh no, we've been through too many of those.
Then they said the story is going to go through a lot of changes. Mahershala Ali is not leaving the project. He's currently happy with the script. How is he happy with the script if it's being rewritten? But, hey.
He wrote Blue Eye Samurai.
Oh, he did Blue Eye Samurai?
Nowhere to Run.
Really?
Blade Runner, 2049, Nexus Dawn, The Haunting in Venice.
Did anybody else watch Blue Eyed Samurai? Blue Eyed Samurai was fucking... And I'm not an anime person. I mean, I don't know if that's not really anime like that, but I'm not... That shit was dope. That shit was really, really dope. I really enjoyed Blue Eyed Samurai. I'm ready for season 2. I'm ready to see where the rest of this shit goes. I like that show a lot. Dope ass show. Yeah, this is a dope ass show. Ricky could play Mole Man. What's the dude's name? I only know him from the show Mom with what's Chris Pratt's ex-wife's name?
Oh,
the blonde.
Oh yeah. Oh, what's her name? And
I forget.
With an F. Ferris.
Anna Faris. Yes, her show Mom. Funny show. Love that show.
Yeah,
after she left though, I didn't watch the last season. It was not the same when she did not come back, and they said that Christy went off to, she became a lawyer and went off to law school and all that kind of stuff. And I was no, I don't like that. I'm not watching no more. But her husband or her daughter's fiance on the show, forget his name, he said that he wanted to play, he had talks with Matt Shackman about originally playing Ben Grimm.
Oh.
What is his name? The only way I could look him up.
Just put Mom Showcast.
Actually, Mole Man. Marvel News. So if you do that, it'll probably give me him. There he is. What's his name? David. So he is Jewish.
Okay.
That's why him and Matt Shackman had sat down to have him portray Ben.
Okay.
But then after, they had moved away from him being Ben, they had moved toward conversations of him playing Mole Man. Mm-hmm. They were talking about how I wonder if I can find that. I probably can if I just take his name and put it, I don't want to do this whole article. Why can't I copy that? I don't want to do the whole article. I just want to...
Does it say something right there?
Where does it say about the Mole Man stuff?
Oh, I just saw it.
Right, probably right there. He said he has his sights set on another Fantastic Four character, the villainous Mole Man, who served as an antagonist in the Super Quadrant's very first comic book issue in 1961. It's not a joke at all. He said off his recent social media post, campaigning for Mole Man. I mean, it's a shoe-in for Mole Man, isn't it? But I don't know. I'll do anything Marvel tells me to. I'll probably end up playing like a superhero's therapist. Let's face it, there's slim pickings for guys like me in that world. Unfortunately, I'm old and I'm not in any kind of acceptable shape. So we'll see how that works out, if it works out at all. But he does want to play Mole Man. I think he would, like, look-wise. That's what I'm saying. I think he definitely was never a Ben. He was never a Ben Grimm. I don't know why Matt Shackman entertained that conversation, but he is Mole Man.
Yeah.
He fits that.
And as far as, being fit, it's Marvel. They're going to hire trainers and, they're going to hire whoever they need to hire to get you to the shape that you need to get to.
Yeah, no. He's definitely... I'm see if I can find another picture of him. He is definitely Mole Man. I could see him as that. C-R-U-M. Yeah, I could see him as Mole Man. For sure. So he was talking about that, though. He was talking about portraying Mole Man. Speaking on Star Wars news, Acolyte is going to be dropping June 5th, 2024. So we get that. That'll give me something. That and The Boys. I'll be watching that and The Boys up until we get to Deadpool.
Right.
But I'm super excited for Acolyte, and I'm excited for Acolyte because this is a different take on Star Wars. This is a take we have not seen in Star Wars yet, as far as following the Sith. We are following a Sith master and her apprentice in this. And this is 100 years, I want to say, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this is 100 or so years before Phantom Menace. This is the era of the High Republic. And it might even be before then, because I don't remember exact timeline of Acolyte. But I know it's way before the Grand Republic. It's the High Republic at that time. And... we're going to be following, like I said, a Sith Master and her apprentice. We've seen a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff. There's going to be a Wookiee Jedi. We've seen various different aliens. There's a lot of lightsabers. This is not Andor for my Andor fans. This is not Andor where there's no aliens. It's not. It doesn't look like Star Wars. The trailer felt like Star Wars for me with Andor. I flipped out over the trailer. I was like, "Oh, this is so Star Wars." I watched the first episode. It was not for me. It wasn't. I know people keep telling me, Darius, give it another chance. I can't. I can't.
He said, but I can't. So
I can't give it another chance. So Andor was just not it for me at all.
No.
But Acolyte, I'm really, really, really looking forward to Acolyte. I want to see this. I want to see the High Republic actually brought onto the screen to see what that... I mean, I would much more prefer the Old Republic. But we're nitpicking there. As Star Wars fans, we've been asking for the Old Republic for so long. It's like they are doing everything.
If you can choose someone in the Lucasfilm world to do that project, who would you choose?
Dave Filoni in a heartbeat.
I don't understand how he's just not in charge over there yet. I just don't get it.
In a heartbeat, I would choose Dave.
I don't get how he's just not.
And the reason I would choose
Wars.
Dave is and since we're talking Star Wars, I'm going to go ahead and navigate into that. The reason I would choose Dave is this reason right here. This shit was phenomenal. I can't play the sound because I'll get dinged. But this shit, bro, when we talk Star Wars, when you really want to talk Star Wars, we're talking like this. I struggle. I go back and forth with who my favorite character in Star Wars is. I don't, not to be that basic ass person, but it's always either Vader or Sheev. And it's Sheev for me. Palpatine is my all-time favorite Star Wars character. We are getting a glimpse into Project Necromancy. And it's the project where it's the cloning project. Palpatine is obsessed with immortality. He's obsessed with trying to do what no other Sith... First of all, he's already done what no other Sith has ever done. And that is conquer. That's rule. Mm-hmm. The Sith are always at each other's world. There used to be thousands of Sith, like there were thousands of Jedi. But They were feuding and at war with one another all the time. So being at war with one another, it dwindled down and blah, blah, blah. So a Sith by the name of Darth Bane came up with the rule of 2, meaning there can only be 2 of us. So we're going to kill, and the last 2 stand, there can only be 2 of us, a master and an apprentice. And but in Star Wars, if you know anything about the Sith, they're greedy. It's a hunger for power. The apprentice will always kill the master and take that place, and so on and so on and so on. So it's like watching Sheev's plan, watching him do this whole cloning thing. It's the lore for me. Maybe it might bore some people, but it's the lore. It's the poetry too. I hate that this still takes us to 7, 8, and 9. I do. I said that to Jay last night when we were watching. I was like, this is so dope, but this is still going to take us to 7, 8, and fucking 9.
Right.
But there is a sliver of hope here. I don't know, for D Stizzle, did you watch it? I know that you are my my Star Wars fan here. But that the scene there. So okay, let me backtrack here. We learned a lot too about Omega. Someone that we're still.
I'm so far behind, guys. I'm working on it.
we learned a lot about Omega in this. I felt like, for me personally, and the reason I say for me personally, I know a lot of people probably did finish every season of Bad Batch. I didn't. I'm not a fan of Bad Batch. I'm not going to sugarcoat and say I am. There are elements of Bad Batch I like that very first episode from season 1 of Bad Batch. That's an hour long. That takes it's there. Okay, so the episode 1 of Bad Batch season 1 is Order 66 is happening from their perspective, though.
Okay.
Dope as shit, because you get to see one of my favorite Star Wars comics is Kanan. You see Kanan Jarrus, who's a Jedi at that time. He's a youngling, Padawan, and his master Depa Billaba. You see how different from the comics, but you see their clones turn on them.
Right.
It's the whole thing is any perspective of Order 66 I always love. So seeing that was dope. I liked a few other episodes in Bad Batch, a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 more in season 1, because season 1 to me felt like a video game, where it was like you finish a mission and you go back to that person or whoever the person is and okay, you finished that, I got another mission for you. And that's what it was every episode. It was like, what are we doing? Right. What is it? But now, and I get it, they were building to this, but we are in the juice of shit right now. Like we're in the moment right now where Palpatine is again trying to transfer his essence into a suitable body that can hold his midichlorian count. And midichlorians, as we learned in Phantom Menace, and the first one is the I know a lot of Star Wars fans don't really like the midichlorians talk, but it's midichlorians reside in all living things.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
That when he had that conversation with Anakin. And anyway, Omega has that. She can be that, and Omega. He can transfer his essence into Omega's body and still retain his Force abilities, and it still be and not chip away and kill him, because every clone that they've tried so far, when they try to do that, it's the bodies aren't retaining it. They're falling apart. Like in episode 9, you see a clone body of Palpatine that's withered away. It's falling apart, like it's missing fingers and shit.
Right.
Like he had other successful. I'm getting to a point with this. I promise you. He had other successful clone bodies. Like he had a son. His son. I don't want to put quotations. It is his son. I hate it, but it is his son. A clone that he had that didn't. That clone, which is Rey's father, he couldn't hold. He didn't have the Force. Mm-hmm. He couldn't do it. So it was like so they discarded. I don't know exactly what happened with that. It's never really clear if he escaped. Did they just let him leave? Because the man went and started a whole ass fucking family. Had Rey and everything. And Rey is now Force sensitive, which makes Rey the granddaughter of Palpatine.
Okay. That's so
terrible as shit, but that's what it is.
How did skip a generation? But okay.
So it's like what I'm thinking though, from what I saw in this last episode, that last episode of Bad Batch, when Palpatine is with Dr. Hemlock, the dude that he's talking to here, Hemlock reminds me a lot of Dr. Silo in the Legends type of. Well, actually, that's not Legends really anymore. I don't think. I think that's canon still. But Dr. Silo is another scientist that the Emperor uses in the comics. So he reminds me a lot of him. Mad, crazy, evil scientist that creates weird ass shit. So he's helping, or he's doing the cloning stuff for Palpatine. He's, but anyway, when he took him into the secret room where they had whatever body, whatever clone, or whatever's in there, Palpatine kind of smiled and smirked, and then he looked at Hemlock and told him, whatever resources you need, the full disposal of the Empire is at your fingertips. Whatever you need to get this project done, you'll have it.
Right.
People were thinking that's Snoke. I don't think so. Snoke is a clone body of Palpatine that was a failure. I don't think Palpatine ever looked at Snoke as a success. I think he looked at Snoke as a complete failure. That's not what they wanted. He looked at, actually, he called Snoke an abomination. He looked at Snoke as an abomination. And it's so, but in Legends, in the comics, and again, let's take ourselves back a little bit, a couple months. Remember when we were all talking Heir of the Empire? Dave Filoni's going to do Heir of the Empire. We're just getting to the tip of it. We're seeing Thrawn. Thrawn's now back in the main universe. Ahsoka. We thought a lot of those elements were going to be in Ahsoka. They weren't. There were the only element that was from Heir of the Empire that, to me, that was in Ahsoka was the Dark Jedi being, they've taken it, it's not Jorah, in the comics it's Jorah Sabaoth, but in Ahsoka it's Ray Stevens' character, Baylan Skoll, being the Dark Jedi, taking that place of Jorah Sabaoth. Then you've got Thrawn, who is still in the Unknown Regions, which he was in the Ahsoka series, but now he's back. So those elements from the Heir of the Empire, that's still the same. But if they're going to do this movie, this Mando film, and all this is supposed to culminate into an Heir to the Empire type of film, because it's still Thrawn being the big bad here, but you're going to also have the Emperor. If they do that, and they could, what I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the clone body that he looked at in Bad Batch Season 3 was an actual successful clone body of himself, but a younger version. And when we talk Star Wars, we talk a younger version of Palpatine, we go back here. This is here when Palpatine when he cloned himself successfully.
Oh.
So I'm thinking that the Palpatine that he saw here was a younger version. Where is the cloning tank one? There it is. A younger version of himself.
Oh. That's
what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's what is happening. That's where we're going. I think that we're going to get that gap because. The only reason I say that is because I don't think we get Snoke right off the bat. Snoke happened after they couldn't successfully clone. Like they were still trying. So let's take this. This is how many years after? I don't know how many years after Episode 3 Bad Batch is. So let's just say maybe 5, 6, maybe. Okay. Let's just say that, maybe. Maybe not even that far. I don't know. Correct me on the timeline if I'm wrong, please. That means from that point all the way to Episode 10, which is, and we know Episode 10, well, we know that Episode 6 is 50 years after what's going on in Bad Batch. So if that's 50 years from now, however long Episode 10 is from that, they still haven't perfected the cloning. They've been trying to perfect it from now all the way till fucking Episode 10. That's years and years and years and years and years from then. So they still haven't perfected it. So there has to be gaps filled in. In those gaps, I'm telling you, it's got to be this shit. I'm telling you, Dave, I've been saying this shit ever since I learned they were going to possibly do elements of Heir to the Empire and Dark Empire. If Dave really is wanting to cook, this is the role you go. This is the route you go. We love Palpatine. I'm not going to get enough of Palpatine. Love Palpatine. And if I can see more of Palpatine, see him as a young, in his younger form, going ham on Luke, bro, I would love to see that shit. I would love to see that shit. And not only that, we've got Luke. Luke is in the current canon of Star Wars right now. Luke is still there. Yeah. Luke is currently building not currently, not where we are in Bad Batch. Where we are in Bad Batch, Luke is he's a baby. But more toward that Mando film that they're doing, Luke is out there building the new Jedi Order. This is way before Rey, thank God. So he's out there building the Jedi Order with possibly even Ahsoka helping. I don't know. We don't know. But that would be a sight to see. I think if they really want to give us something, they give us that.
I think
give
it's
us
a cool
that.
Concept. I like it.
That would be super, super dope. I mean, again, this is George Sabaoth. We really don't know exactly what they're doing with Balin's skull and this whole and the gods of Mortis still play a huge role in all this. Like, there's a lot. There's a lot that's behind the scenes that only Dave knows what they're trying to do right now. So, but I will say I watched that episode, that third episode, like 4 times last night. That episode, I watched it twice this morning, twice last night. That third episode when Palpatine shows up,
chef's kiss.
yeah, it's brilliant. So that's just my little nerdy rant and theories on what's going on with YouTube, what's going on with Bad Batch season 3. And oh yeah, my last little thing that I think, so at the end of that episode, they found out that Omega is the right has the right blood, the right body, and midichlorian count to be able to sustain Palpatine's body. Palpatine doesn't know this yet.
Mm-hmm.
Hemlock had just found it out after Palpatine had left, but during the whole time Palpatine's there at the facility, touring and getting to look at the clones, Omega and Crosshair are trying to escape this imprisonment, and they're on Mount Tannis. Mount Tannis is a place that originally in Legends, they brought it into canon. Thank you, God. Brought it into canon. It's a cloning facility that is literally in a mountain. Like, it looks like a mountain, but the whole mountain is a facility. It's underground and everything. And it's a secret facility that Palpatine does all his cloning. A lot of his experiments, not just his cloning. Any type of experiments, it's done at Mount Tannis. And dark Sith magic, it's done at Mount Tannis. And so as they were leaving and they escaped, all that kind of stuff, they escaped. And so the only reason they escaped is because they found out that they came in there and said, don't shoot the ship down. Omega's the one. She's got the right, blood count, midichlorian. So he was like, okay, let them go. So the last time you see the ship, they go off into hyperspace. My theory on that, and I said this last night, way before everybody got on Twitter this morning, started saying it. I think because this is such a huge deal to Palpatine, this is not just like, and I'm using this as an example in Clone Wars when they came to at that time Chancellor Palpatine, when he didn't reveal to the Jedi that he was the Emperor at that time. He's just Chancellor Palpatine. They went to him and said, Darth Maul is out here building an army. Are we gonna sit here and let this go? And then he told them, I think what you all need to do is refocus your efforts back on the Clone Wars. If Darth Maul wants to build an army of pirates, let him. It's no concern to us. It's not affecting anything we're doing until it did. When it started affecting what Palpatine had going on, because Maul was building an underground, he built a crime syndicate. He had the Hutts on his side. The Hutts are the biggest crime lords in the underground crime world of Star Wars. He had the Pikes. He had the Black Sun. He had Dryden Voss. He had Dryden Voss was Crimson Dawn. Like, he had all that. Like, he had all these thugs and gangsters behind him building this big army. And when it started affecting what Palpatine was doing, that's when Palpatine said, okay, I have to go handle this myself. So he went as the Emperor and handled it himself. So he originally deemed Maul as not a threat, but then he became a threat because it threatened his overall plan. This Omega escaping Mount Tannis with the Bad Batch, them saving her, the clone, this being such a precious thing for him, I can't leave this to the clones. I can't leave this to, even though Hemlock, you're a great scientist, I can't leave this in your hands.
Right, I gotta go fix this.
Not even him. I'm sending my dogs. Oh. That's Vader. I'm going to send Vader to handle this. Shit. See, during this time within Star Wars, Vader's a myth. People talk about Vader, and when I say talk about Vader, not by name, no one's calling him Vader, besides the Emperor and maybe Grand Moff Tarkin and a few other people in the ranks of the Empire that know who he is. Because there were even people in the Empire that didn't know, that Vader was a real thing.
Right. He's just like a myth.
Yeah, because at this point, Vader is doing what Vader was needed to do, hunting down the remaining Jedi. Okay. He is hunting down the remaining Jedi, killing them, searching for Obi-Wan, all that shit. Palpatine is dealing with stuff at home. The rest of the galaxy is being ran by the stormtroopers and everything else, the Tarkins and all the other Grand Moffs and everything like that. But see, when a problem gets too out of hand, you gotta send Vader. Vader will go handle it. So I think what's, since Omega's so precious to him, because this is quite literally, like he said to Hemlock, the fate of the Empire rests on this project. I'm not going to leave this to the clones. I'm not going to leave this to no goddamn stormtroopers either.
Right.
And I can't get out there and do this myself, because at this time he is still, the Senate is still a thing. Like, and like the Senate is still like, he is the emperor of the universe, but he's still, everything still has to be put to a vote.
Right.
It's not a dictatorship right now. It's still a democracy. It doesn't become a dictatorship until he dissolves the Senate. So he can't just go out there and, you know, be shocking people as the emperor. He has a face to keep on as the chancellor.
Right. Okay.
So I'm going to send Vader. And it's going to be hush-hush, because, like, even in Rogue One, you haven't seen Rogue One yet, but when we watch it, there's a Vader scene where when Vader shows up, all the rebels have their guns aimed at the door, right? And it's dark. You don't see anything. You don't see, you just see some smoke, da-da-da. You hear Vader breathing, and then you see his lightsaber light. Then he comes into focus, like, you know, the tall, and in Star Wars comics and legends, Vader's depicted as, like, 7'5", 7'4".
Like just a big
He's huge, because his legs are mechanical. He's not, you know, everything. And then plus, he's got the respirator. He's in all black. He just sounds menacing. He looks menacing. So seeing that for the first time, when they saw him, they were like, oh my God, he's real.
Right.
And, you know, so it's just a really cool thing. So I think sending Vader and having the Bad Batch be like, you know, holy shit, who is this? We never come back against anything like this. Either the Bad Batch make it out of this all alive, or Vader kills them all. And I don't think that's going to happen, but I think really, if you really wanted to have that gravitas of Star Wars, you really wanted it to feel the might of the Empire, to feel the might of Darth Vader during this time, let him kill them.
Yeah.
Like, we all know they're nowhere in any more Star Wars anything after this. Just let them kill him.
Yeah. True.
I would just let that be the ending of the Bad Batch. I mean, Tech is presumably dead from season 2. We don't know if he's dead for real or not, but let him kill him.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be cool.
I don't know how you explain Omega, because obviously he does not get Omega because he never perfected the cloning.
Right.
So I don't know. But that's it got me. It felt good last night to watch that and then be able to actually talk theories, Star Wars shit again, because it's like
it hasn't been a thing for a while.
No.
Yeah. Understandable.
No. So I'm pretty ready for this. Oh yeah, and Nasaj is showing back up. Yeah, she did die. She did die in the Dark Disciple book. I don't know why they brought her back, but that they retconned her death. Yeah, I knew D Sizzle and Gray were probably gonna be the only two talking on that one, because that's the Star Wars stuff. But yeah, no, I loved that. Loved every bit of that. Other than anything else coming out today, I think that might be it. I don't think anything else was really on the nose today. Yeah, that's all from way back. That last thing, I did see that. They're done with Agatha. No more reshoots, no more anything else. They reportedly only did one reshoot. And they only did one reshoot because Marvel was so happy is so happy with the show and where it turned out and where it is right now, that they don't feel they need to do anything else to it. So, whatever this final product is, Marvel seems to be really happy with it. They seem to really like it. I know a lot of y'all in the comments are about to try to come from my Agatha, Darkhold Diaries or whatever. I am still really excited for it because it has a lot of the, like I said, I like the witchcraft. I love the witchcraft type shit. Again, my favorite season I hate American Horror Story now, but my favorite season, the best season, was Coven.
Oh, Coven.
Coven was the best season.
Like they should have took that and done a spinoff.
Man, they did with that fucking what was it? Apocalypse. I didn't like that though.
Oh, they tried.
It did not stick, man. It wasn't good at all. I think what hurt American Horror Stories the most was when they lost Jessica Lange. When Jessica Lange said she was done, that hurt them. That
they should have just wrapped it up and called it a day.
Because her is the supreme in Coven. Oh my God. And then Angela, and you had her two bomb ass actresses. Her and Angela Bassett going at each other not the entire season until they joined sides.
Yes.
But it was I love Coven.
It was a good one.
So
it was so good.
Any of that witchcraft stuff, I love that type of shit.
Yeah, but when Jessica Lange said she was out, I honestly did not watch any season after that. After her last season, I haven't watched anything since.
But see, for me, even with Jessica, I didn't like Circus.
Circus, I think, was just different.
I tried to like it. I was like, oh.
I think the essence was there because no matter what, when you think of a circus, you just think creeps. At least I do. Like, I've never been like, oh my gosh, a circus person. Like, no.
Yeah.
You'll see me at a medieval fair before you see me at a circus. Like,
yeah, that, and then it was like Roanoke.
I liked Roanoke.
Did you? I didn't like Roanoke because like when I found out it was a TV show of a TV show, that was an interesting concept. But I was just like, I don't know.
I liked it because then it was like
I didn't finish it. Though.
Real. It was good. It was good.
What? I didn't finish it.
I liked it. I liked it alone.
Hotel? Did you like Hotel?
I just liked it for Lady Gaga.
That's why I wanted to watch it for her. I couldn't.
I think she killed that part, but the concept, like the theme behind it, I was just kind of like.
Wasn't it vampires?
Yeah, I was just kind of like, I feel like we could have done.
To me, my second favorite is
yeah, official Liam G. I agree with you. I feel like it's very underrated. Like, I feel like the way they ended it, like if you would have stuck with it, it was like, whoa.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe I go back. I didn't like. I don't even know which ones are after any of that because I.
There was a one where it was like very political.
Yes.
I didn't watch that one.
Yes, I did. I tried. I didn't like that one either.
At the time, it was just a little too close to home because it was like during that Trump
shit
era,
yeah.
And it was just a little too close to home. And I'm like, I'm already dealing with this shit. I don't need it. I already know what's happening in real life. I don't need to see it on the TV show. Like,
I wasn't feeling.
And then after that, I just turned it off. After that, I haven't seen any of the.
I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling that one.
Yeah.
This newest season they're doing though, I want to see a trailer from it. Leprechaun or something like that. Have you seen it?
I thought didn't they just do one with spiders with Kim and.
I know they did one with Kim.
Yeah, and
how did she do?
Like I didn't watch it. I did not watch it.
I didn't either. Let me see. So it is the new season. If that it was real, what I saw, maybe it wasn't. I thought it was. I thought it was something to do with leprechauns or something. I don't know what that is. Am I wrong? Does it not have something to do with leprechauns? The slasher one? Grace said, what slasher one? Did you watch a slasher one? Was that last season?
Yeah, I didn't watch the slasher one.
I thought they had a leprechaun deal.
The Friday the 13th ripoff. I don't know which. Shout out to R.I.P. Kobe Bryant for the super chat.
He said Planet of the Apes will hopefully have time travel. I know it's what they say. It's 600 years after. 600 years after the last one, or however long it is, something like that.
Are we talking about Planet of the Apes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 600 years after the last one. It has to do with this. From what we learned from this last trailer, this girl is very important. She's smarter than all the other humans. Again, like I said in the trailer, it looks fun. I can't wait to see it. I really can't.
Right.
I'm just ready to get to this point. Hold on. Before I get to that, let's pull up another tab. I'm ready to get to. Let's go here. I'm ready to get to the point where it's this shit, and we are seeing the apes really own the planet.
Yeah.
Because I wish they had a picture here up, but they don't. You know, when Marky Mark's character crash landed back into what he thought was his reality, and I like the little time elements there that you said, R.I.P. Kobe, because that does play it. That, you know, they had some time travel plays a role, you know, in the original, the OG
and the OG
Planet of the
one,
Apes,
yeah.
and Mark Wahlberg's, and I would love to see that. You know, that would be really dope. I mean, that's it right there. You know, but I wish they had that picture up. But anyway, when he crash landed, it was all the apes got out of, you know, police cars and shit, and
like they were like really taking over.
yeah, they were driving cars, like, holding guns. You had like little mommy apes you know, covering their little baby apes' faces and shit. Like, it was like, I'm like, that's where I'm ready to get to. I'm ready to get to the point where it's like, okay, these motherfuckers have taken over and we're the pets.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the zoos, you know.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm ready to get to for sure. But I agree. Looks like it'd be dope. Okay. But I swear I saw something where they were doing an American Horror Stories, because some dude got cast. He's playing in it, and they were like, he's cast in American Horror Stories newest season. It's the Leprechaun shit. I swear I wasn't seeing shit. Like, I saw this. I don't know where I saw it. I don't know if it was on.
Go push the back. Right there where it says AAH source, maybe? I thought I saw something Leprechaun there, but maybe not.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Things Under the Bed and much more. Filming has begun. American Horror Story Season 3 premiere this fall. Okay, I knew it had something to do with fucking leprechauns. Exactly what? But so things under the bed and much more. So was it like just like scary?
Backrooms, leprechauns, werewolves. I think maybe going more to that mystical side.
Okay. I would need to see a trailer. I don't know. What was the last season about? Liam, did you watch that one?
Either Liam or Gray. I think Gray was the one that was commenting on it.
Oh, Gray said he thinks the new one, in the new Planet of the Apes, that she is, the girl is the time traveler. That'd be dope.
That would be
That'd
dope.
be cool. That'd be cool. But like from... That'd be cool. That would be cool. Yeah.
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah. That's about all the news that I mean, really, like I said, this was not planned, but that was...
Yeah, but it is nice to come in and just chit-chat with everyone. And
without a whole...
agenda.
Schedule to try to keep. Yeah, that was cool. They put... I saw this too the other day. This was yesterday. Joker 2 has a budget of $200 million, where the first film only cost Warner Brothers $60 million. So they're really putting a lot into this one.
Oh, they really are.
You see they're doing a Project X2, Project XX. It's going to be female leads.
Mm-mm.
It's going to be another project. Did you watch the first Project X, the original?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite movies. It's a pretty good one.
It's a fun movie.
It's a fun movie.
So they're doing that. But anyway, appreciate everybody, you know, like I said, just hanging out. Nothing too for real today.
We love to hang out.
Yeah, and also I'm gonna let you guys know on this too. Trying to talk to Q and Corey about this right now, but we are going to try our best to get a little section at Corey's house set up with one of the webcams that we use here, and a section at Q's house set up too, so that whenever there's trailers that drop or there's news, like when the Fantastic Four news dropped or whatever, we didn't cover it till like 3 days later when we streamed together. So what we're going to try to do is get something set up at their houses like this, nothing fancy, nothing big or anything like that, but just a camera, a few things behind them and things like that, to where when news drops, we can, from our houses, just jump on together live, and even if it's for like 20 minutes and just cover whatever it is, 45 minutes, 5 minutes even, but just kind of stay consistent on the news with you guys, so that we're not covering news days later and things like that. But I'm back. I'm trying to be back. I really am.
We're trying so hard,
I really am. I felt good to actually get videos out today. We hadn't had videos that were clipped for a long time. So again, appreciate the super chats. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Appreciate just the love that you guys are constantly giving. I know who our real ones are and everything like that. So we appreciate you guys. Omega, you're late, bro. We're about to dip
Oh my
out.
God.
But catch us on the replay. We're about to dip out. And so I appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Again, like, subscribe, share with your friends.
Always.
And we'll see all you guys in the next video.
Peace. Thanks, guys.